President Trump's first State of the Union speech was supposed to be all about unity, a hand across the aisle.
So tonight, I am extending an open hand to work with members of both parties.
Not surprisingly, Democrats didn't take it that way. During the speech, they mostly sat while Republicans stood and cheered Trump on. And 14 Democrats didn't even bother to attend in the first place.
Hello.
Hi.
Come on in.
Hi, Jan Schakowsky.
Evan, nice to see you.
It's a pleasure.
Representative Jan Schakowsky has served in Congress since 1999. This was the first State of the Union address she didn't watch from inside the House chamber since she was elected.
14 Democrats decided not to go.
Right.
Is that enough to make any sort of statement?
My personal statement is the emperor has no clothes.
But you're like a really strong progressive, so it's not too surprising that any Republican president State of the Union would not sort of jibe with you.
This is not any president. I don't want him to be normalized. It is not normal.
Mr. Speaker, the president's cabinet.
Here they come.
Oh my God.
What do you guys all talk about in this milling around period when we're watching you all?
Well, we'll also be identifying people, making snide comments about how they look. It's small talk, but it's sort of gossipy.
Watching the speech with Schakowsky and her aides was like an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, that is a joke.
Where the movie wasn't so bad it was good, it just really pissed the robots off.
Here's my theory of Donald Trump and the art of the deal. He is not really about a win-win situation. If he's a winner, you have to be a loser.
So what impact does that have on being a member of Congress? How does it impact
you? Really, really hard to find a compromise.
Even things that sounded pretty benign were not to Schakowsky.
After years and years of wage stagnation, we are finally seeing rising wages.
Now, actually, do you have those charts on wages?
Oh, he's brought material.
Live rapid response.
Where's the wage thing?
Right here at the bottom.
This is better than Twitter, Congresswoman. I can just see it actually happening a lot.
Stock market booming, but wages for working Americans remain flat. American wages rose a sluggish 2.5% last year. So this is not about success for ordinary people.
I mean, he did say that they rose, and they did rise 2.5%.
Sluggish. He didn't say sluggish.
And already touchy subjects like immigration were really touchy subjects.
We focus on the immediate family by limiting sponsorships to spouses and minor children.
This is how you build community, by bringing family together. This is just base voters for him. This is mean.
It feels mean to you.
So mean.
In recent weeks, 2 terrorist attacks in New York were made possible by the visa lottery and chain migration.
Chain. We had chain migration. People came in chains at the bottom of boats. It was called slavery. That was chain migration. This is family unification that we're talking about and that he's calling chain migration.
After almost 90 minutes of a relatively calm speech by President Trump, Schakowsky's evening ended where it began.
Do you feel like there's anything in that speech that makes you feel like there's going to be a compromise on immigration?
No, not at all. The absolute worst. This was an anti-immigrant speech.
Anything in the speech made you feel like there's going to be a compromise deal on like a budget?
He cannot govern. These Republicans cannot govern.
So that's a no on the budget?
That's a no on the budget.
What about infrastructure?
Doesn't sound good to me. No.
Do you think he made the right call not to go?
Absolutely. It was like he made a decision to just veer right to his base. There was some fairly soaring language that he did that, picked at the heartstrings of Americans. I get that. I'm a patriot. I believe in the greatness of our country, but it was at the expense of a lot of people that he does not respect.